Hello everyone, welcome to Raptor Productions. Happy New Year. Um, Sorry that I didn't make a video for Christmas and everything like that. I was planning on doing a little Christmas haul video, but I've been sick for pretty much since Christmas. I got sick on Christmas. So yeah, sorry if my throat, sorry if I sound weird, my throat is all screwed up right now, so, yeah, but I had to make a New Year's special of some kind, you know, because, it's kind of a tradition, quite an odd tradition, but, it's kind of a tradition now on the channel, I suppose. So yeah, this is the first video of the New Year's Eve special, I suppose. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what else I'm going to review for New Year's Eve. I'm probably only going to review this figure, and then maybe the other, and maybe just one more. I'll probably only make one more video, for the New Year's Eve special. I got quite a few things for Christmas though. So yeah, I do want to save some of it, so that I can kind of, review throughout the beginning of next year. So yeah, judging by how much stuff I got, I'll probably be good on making videos for I probably got a good 2 months or so worth of videos. Uh, about maybe probably less than that, but yeah. Um, you're not here to see me ramble on about why I didn't make a Christmas video. You're here to see this guy right here. Um, just like Frozen Shin over there, SH Monsterarts Frozen Shin Godzilla, my dad got me this uh, from my dad got me this for Christmas. So thank you, Dad. Um, Also, a couple pieces of office memorabilia. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott, and then one of my favorite lines from the show, but I will not show that last word because it's kind of a naughty word. But if you know, you know. But yeah, it's a pillowcase. So yeah, thank you, Dad, if you're watching. But yeah, so enough about that. Uh, Packaging. So I actually really like the box on this. So this is my first, quote unquote classic Godzilla figure from SH Monsterarts. I've got a couple King of the Monsters figures. I got, Shin. But yeah, beyond that, I mean, that's pretty much it. But this is my first, you know, yeah, classic Godzilla figure, obviously. Godzilla from 1954. SH Monsterarts, Godzilla 1954. The Tamashii Nation's stamp of quality, I guess. Quality stamp. Not entirely sure what it is. But yeah, it's nice and shiny. Bandai logo in blue. I always see. I feel like this is probably a reissue box because I swear that the Bandai logo on this figures box was red, but yeah, maybe they changed it to blue now. But yeah, I swear that on the original release it was red. But yeah, Tamashii Nation's logo, of course. Godzilla 2020, and you got uh, Godzilla from King Kong vs. Godzilla. And then obviously Godzilla sticker, and then legal stuff. I'm gonna see a nice promo image of a figure. And this is and you can see there's scratches along or tears, I suppose. So you can see the figure inside, which is pretty cool. Obviously, we got it right here, but but yeah. On the other side right here, we got another image of it, in Godzilla SH Monsterarts Godzilla 1954. On the other side, same deal. On the top, SH Monsterarts Godzilla 1954. Some scratches. Back of the box, you got quite a few images of the figure. You can see Godzilla 54, SH Monsterarts. I believe that this is Yuji Sakai down here, if I'm not mistaken. For sure that's a image of him. You can see ages 15 and up. So I am still technically not old enough to own this figure or any of the SH Monsterarts figures because I'm 14. So yeah. But yeah. So obviously I can't read any of this because I don't know Japanese. I mean, I can read Gojira over there, but that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the extent of it as I can know. I know some of the Godzilla names. But yeah, you got a bluefin stick over there, barcode, stuff like that. So yeah, you can use that. I don't think it's gonna be very useful, but yeah, you can probably find it in certain stores. But yeah, very nice box, very thick box, very cubical box. But yeah, really enjoy the look of that box. And then here we have the figure. So, I might as well go over paint. So the paint on this figure, as you can see, there's not a whole lot going on. This figure is actually done in grayscale, I suppose, so it looks like it's black and white. So, that's the extent of it. They didn't really give it any color besides grays and, blacks and white and some whites. You can see there's a nice fade on the dorsal spines here, which looks very nice. That continues all the way throughout the tail. You can see there's a little bit of that sort of light gray, and it fades down into the body color, which is a very nice sort of charcoal black. You can see the toenails kind of have the same effect. They kind of fade in to that, and you can't really tell, but it's kind of on the hands. Not really, but yeah. Again, sorry, I'm sick. You can see on the face, they painted the eyes, which is nice. Yeah, they're kind of googly, but I feel like that's accurate to the suit. They were never really kind of centered properly. But yeah, opening the mouth up, you can see the teeth are a nice white, or light gray, I suppose, and the tongue is also sort of a dark gray. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just pretty much black on the upper jaw. But yeah, that's pretty much it for paint. Just some light grays, really on a sort of charcoal gray, or black. But yeah, I mean, I do like it like this. I definitely prefer it being black and white. I mean, not that now you can really do much with color. But yeah. So detail, I suppose. So this figure isn't 100% accurate to the suit that Haruo Nakajima was in. I mean, there were multiple different ways that they did Godzilla. Like, they had a hand puppet, obviously, which was that first shot of Godzilla was, of course, the hand puppet. It's got the weird, like, googly-eyed look to it whenever it looks forward. Again, very, very much like this figure, this figure's face. But then, of course, they had the bottom half of the suit, because they sawed off the top half so that Haruo Nakajima could not pass out as much. So he had like big overalls. That was Godzilla feet, and and I believe that there was the upper half as well, which he had. So there was like those upper sections. Um, but yeah, but then there was also a full body suit, which was a lot slimmer, and that looks like it's based off. That looks what it's mostly based off of, is that slimmer suit. But yeah, you can see it doesn't look 100% like a suit. Like the head should be a little bit bigger. Yeah, just like taking a look at that. Gojira right there on the 54 poster. Like you can tell the head should be a little bit larger. They definitely scaled it down, so it's a little bit more like it's a little bit more anatomically correct, I suppose. So he's got like a smaller head, um, and stuff like that. I mean, besides that, maybe they changed the tail up a little bit too. But beyond that, I think it's fairly accurate to the suit. It might be a little bit slimmer again, because again, Haruo Nakajima had to be inside it, but they definitely took some liberties with this figure, and made it a little bit more um, accurate, I suppose, if that makes any sense. But yeah, detailing, it's beyond those little exceptions that they made. It's really well detailed. It's very accurate. You can see they got that tree bark uh, scaling on him. Yeah, you can see his face. He got his big ears there, which is nice. Um, the dorsal spines are accurate. They're shaped like that in the original film. You can see his shrimpy arms, very shriveled up arms. Yeah, look very similar to that of an iguanodon. You can see his tail has a nice point to it. It's kind of curving up a little bit, but yeah, you can see very nicely detailed. Fairly long as well. It's a lot better scaled than the NECA 54 figure. You can see the feet are quite a bit big. But yeah, you can see you can see they did add some stuff from the suit, like this chest piece right here. You can see there's like that mountain sort of like peak right there. There's like that little edge right here where I'm assuming that this is hiding probably. Oh well, no, because yeah, no, never mind, because the zipper would have been back in the spines. So never mind. But yeah, that is accurate to the suit. But you can see they added like some wrinkling where the suit had wrinkles. But yeah, detailing is nice. You can see his teeth are um, accurate to 54. They're not jutting out like in Godzilla Raids Again. They are accurate. It's very nice. So yeah. I gotta say, it would have been nice if this figure had come with an atomic breath piece. That would have been really cool if we could have gotten that. My hand is getting super tired. But yeah, that's pretty much it for detail. It's fairly accurate. They did take again some liberties with it, but yeah. So I suppose articulation is due. So of course you can open the jaw. It kind of takes two hands to open it fully. It's fairly stiff, but yeah, that's it open as wide as it can go, and then you can snap it shut. It looks very nice. You can see a very nice ball joint system in the neck. You get it into a lot of good poses down. It can look down very far. Look down very far. You can see, and look up a fairly good amount. You can see there is some gappage in the sections, but yeah, very nice. Then of course you have the waist, which there are 2 points, and that can get him to look down very far. It actually doesn't look terrible on this figure, like with their Shin Godzilla. Like if you use the waist articulation, it looks really weird. Same thing with their 2019 Godzilla. I would assume a few others as well. But this doesn't look terrible. Like the gapping doesn't look that bad. And of course you can place it back up, and then there's a little, well, not a little bit, there's quite a bit of side-to-side movement there, you can see. And then you've got arms, which can go up. They're on ball joints, I believe. They can go up and forwards and back. So they're kind of got like a butterfly joint going. But yeah, and then of course you can twist them all the way around, because they are swiveled as well. Then the elbows can go down and up, side to side as well. It's nice. And then the hands are on little ball joints, so you can get them to go up and down and swivel, which is nice. The legs can go out very far, get a fairly nice split, and then they can go inwards as well. They can go forward and back. Forward and back. You got knees, which can go fairly far forward and back. There's a little bit of wiggle right there. And then the feet are actually very maneuverable, much more than my other Godzillas from SH. But yeah, they can go fairly, very nice ball joint, and of course you can swivel them. And then the tail, SH Monsterarts makes fantastic tails for their Godzilla figures, this one is no exception. So yeah, you can go down very far. You can get them like falling, you know, you can get them in like a falling pose like that with his tail. That looks cool. Then of course you can go up very far. You can actually touch his dorsal fin, dorsal spine, which is really cool. You know, you can get that classic, you know, S curve kind of, which is nice. And of course you can go side to side so far, in fact, that you can actually touch Godzilla's side without anything popping off, which is cool. I'm trying to show that. There you go. But yeah, very nice side to side. And again, you can get that, get a nice S curve in there, which is nice. Yeah, very maneuverable tail. And again, I'm doing this, and it's very stiff. You know, like my other figures, their tails are getting a little bit loose, but this figure, I mean, I did just get it a couple days ago, but you know, it's very stiff, which is nice. So it really holds its pose quite well. So you know, that's nice. But yeah, very much maneuverable. The articulation on this figure is fantastic. Yuji Sakai did a fantastic job on making sure that the articulation fit well with it, because yeah, because if you didn't know, Yuji Sakai is the person who sculpts it so that the articulation works with the figure, so it doesn't look like it's, you know, a model that was cut up with articulation. You know, like he's the guy who and he does it with most Godzilla figures. Like you know, he's still doing it with SH Monsterarts, with the SH Monsterarts figures. But yeah, he's a fantastic sculptor. He's again, he's worked on, I think, nearly all of the Godzilla figures, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. Yeah, very nice figure. Very nice. One thing I will say is that it is very small, which I suppose fits, but you know, you can't really scale it. If anything else, it's kind of at its own scale, which you know, is fine. But yeah. So here it is next to a 3 3/4 inch human figure from Jurassic World. Here it is with Hammond. I there. So you can kind of, if you have any Jurassic figures, then you know how big this guy is, and again, he's fairly small, comparatively. So might as well bring this one and kind of spoils the next review. But here he is next to the SH Monsterarts Mothra from 2019. Mothra is quite a bit bigger. You can see the wingspan is much larger than this figure. But yeah, so if you have this figure, then again, kind of a good size comparison. Yeah, put you over here. But yeah, very awesome figure. I would highly recommend it. It's kind of hard again to find this figure. It's not as hard as it used to be, I believe, because SH Monsterarts did like literally just reissue this figure. This and their Godzilla from 2002. They reissued both of those figures. So they're quite a bit cheaper now than they were, but yeah, the reissues are kind of, I mean, they're still around, but they're a little bit more expensive now. Like you can get this guy for like probably less than 100, probably like 90 or so, around there. But yeah, I don't necessarily know if it's worth $100. That seems like a little bit too much. 50 is a fantastic price for this, but I think that like the sweet spot for this figure is probably like a 70, or $70. Yeah, but yeah, again I would highly recommend this figure because it is very good and it's very accurate to the 54 film. It is very accurate to the design of that Godzilla, and yeah, very nice, very nice figure. So yeah, that's gonna pretty much do it for this review. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, post notifications, all the other stuff. Yeah, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this figure. Do you like it? Dislike it? Do you have it? Do you want it? Stuff like that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later, because again, part 1, New Year's Eve special stuff. So yeah, but see you guys for next time. Bye. Yay. Happy New Year's.